Hi, guys, it's Megan from Vigilante Vibes Podcast, where I give you all the Marvel talks, all the Marvel discussions, all the Marvel theories, everything, all in between without the toxicity that's become such a big part in the Marvel fandom. Today, this is just kind of random, just because I was here and just had it on my mind. I want to talk about X Men 97 Season 2. We know it'll be maybe like a year till we get it. We have no information on it at all. I did get to interview Lenore Zan, who is the voice of Rogue, and she said it would be about a year, and that was a few months ago. So, according to her, it is the animation that is taking the longest. And honestly, if it's as good as season one of X Men 97, take all the time you need. Some of you know X Men is kind of my thing. I started on the X Men, the animated series, and I never stopped. I love X Men with all of my heart. I love them so much. And X Men 97 was perfect. Even with episode 5, we all know what episode 5 is. It was a stressful episode to say the least, but we were left with a lot of questions like what's going to happen in season 2. So I do have a few theories. Let me know in the comments if you think they're crazy. I have 3. My least, the theory, like, I don't think is going to pan out the most, but like, it's still there. I think we all know that Gambit is going to be resurrected by Apocalypse to be a horseman, Death. So that leads me to think, who are the other horsemen? My least, not valid, but my least believable theory is that the other 3 horsemen will be Morph, Wolverine, and Storm. Mainly because they're the only ones not seen in the final scenes. If you'll remember, Storm has been a horseman in the comics and live action, so. But I mean, does that movie really count? Age of Apocalypse? I guess it could, but I have way more problems with that movie than I have time to talk about today. So, Logan's been a horseman in the comics, and Morph has the same powers as Mystique, who has been a horseman. So, that could very well happen. Probably not, but also like it's X-Men 97. You really don't know. My second theory is I'm doing them in a order. My least could happen to my most likely could happen. So my second one, which is a little out there, but I think Gambit will return, of course, but I think Rogue will be pregnant. It is comic accurate that she gets pregnant with Magneto's baby, which would put a damper in when Gambit comes back, but I'm here for the drama. The reason why I think that is because we all saw in maybe it was the final episode or the final 2 episodes. It all kind of is a blur now because I just kind of let it play. I play it for like background noise at this point, but when we saw inside Magneto's mind with Charles Xavier, who is a villain, I don't care what anyone says, I believe we all saw Rogue sitting on a boat in the ocean with Magneto's children behind her. We had Polaris, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. What if that was signifying that Rogue is pregnant with his child because all his kids were there? That's something to think about. Comic accurate too, and they're all about comic accuracy, which everyone loves. My last one, this is the one I ride so hard for because I thought about it the night after the last episode premiered, and I was like, I have to get it out. I have to tell someone. And like, some people are like, yeah, it's a good theory, and other ones are like, eh. So we all saw Apocalypse going back to Krakoa, or what was left of Krakoa, and he picks up the card, and everyone's like, oh, Gambit's coming back. So Gambit's coming back. I think it's pretty obvious, unless they pull a huge flip flop on us and it's not Gambit at all. That would be wild. I would be mad, but I'd be impressed. But for now, Gambit's coming back. Let's be real. Not confirmed, but like, come on. So it goes back to who are the 3 horsemen. And I think that Apocalypse wasn't just there for Gambit. I think Apocalypse was there shopping. I think he was looking at fallen mutants and he said, I'll take that one, I'll take that one, and that one. And I'm here to tell you who those three could be. So the first one, Madeline Pryor, Maddie the Baddie. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't she be? She's too good of a character to just not come back. She has to come back. And if she's as a horseman, I think that's perfect. Second, Seba- Second, Sebastian Shaw. I feel like there was a reason why we saw him in that episode, why we actually heard from him, heard him talk, heard him everything. I think there's a reason they made his presence known, and I think he's going to be a horseman. Fourth one, not someone dead, but someone who chose Gambit at the last minute before, well, not the last minute, but like close enough. I think it's going to be Rogue. If she's not pregnant, like my other theory, because like she can't be both unless she'd be like a really bad mom, but whatever. I think it'll be Rogue because I think she will do what she can to get with Gambit or at least bring Gambit back. So that's what I think. I think it'll be Sebastian Shaw, Maddie the Baddie, Gambit, and Rogue. And that is a slamming team of horsemen, if I do say so myself. Those are my theories. I have a different one like every few days, so I will say that when I interviewed Lenore, she said that season 2 will go even harder than season 1. And that worries me to my core. Mainly because I'm worried about Nightcrawler. I I can't be the only one that when he was fighting Bastion with a knife and he kept popping up everywhere. I think we all thought he was going to pop up with a knife in his belly. I was very anxiety ridden for that. And he's my favorite mutant. So like I was very nervous. So I am very nervous for season 2. I'm very excited because like I said, I'm the biggest X-Men fan. And I love X-Men 97 so much. I want it out now, but I want it out as good as it is for the first season. And before anyone jumps in the comments and says it won't be as good as the first season because Beau DeMaio isn't involved. Beau DeMaio wrote most of the second season. They had to finish it, but he's not the only person in the world that can write X-Men. Yes, it's great. He is a huge comic fan. He cared about these characters, but he's not there anymore. So instead of us complaining, oh, it's going to suck, it's going to flop because Beau's not there, can we just wait for it to come out? Please? What are we doing? These are the same people who were so mad about the animation's gonna suck. Rogue doesn't have her butt anymore. It's gonna suck. Why would they even do this? Why is Gambit wearing a crop top? Why all of these things? It's like, who cares? Who cares? Let it happen and then have your opinion. Beau DeMaio, yes, very talented. Gave so much for the season 1, but season 2 we have gotten nothing for it. We have gotten no leaks, no spoilers, no trailers, no nothing. And you're already going to say it's going to flop? That's wild. Just don't watch it. If you're that mad about it, just don't watch it. It's fine. I'll watch it enough for both of us. I don't even know how I got on that tangent. I don't even know what's going on. I came here to tell you I came here to tell you what I thought was going to happen in season 2. So there's a lot that could happen. We could see more of the Summers family. We could see them raising Jean and Scott raising their son. We did get Mother Ascani. There's a lot because they're all in different places right now. So who knows? But I do think I don't think there will be as many cameos as the first season. But I think the few cameos we get will be more impactful. Like the random cameo of Spider-Man and MJ on the street watching a TV. That was a pretty huge cameo, but it wasn't impactful. Also, it kind of hurt us Spider-Man fans because we want to know how he found her, but that's all for a different video. So, before I completely go off on several other tangents and make absolutely no sense as to what this video is or how to even title it, because I've covered quite a few things, let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen in season 2. Let me know, did you like season 1? Where do you want to see it go? Who else is like super nervous because they said it's going to go harder than season 1? Tell me everything. So, thanks for hanging with me. This was super random, I know, but I just got done recording an episode and I was here and I was like, I might as well. You know, your makeup's done. Might as well just go for it. So, thank you to my fellow X fans. You all are excellent. And have a great night.